Hi, it's been a while again. Welcome to another video. I just want to make videos whenever I have inspiration to make them, and I don't want to force videos or something like that. I did something really fun today. I went to the new Miraculous Ladybug movie with my best friend Amy. We went to the movie premiere in Amsterdam, and I just want to share my experience, my opinions, basically what kind of happens throughout the movie. So if you don't want spoilers, spoiler alert, this is gonna contain spoilers. If you still want to watch the movie and want everything to be a surprise, which I highly suggest, don't watch this video. If you have seen the movie and you have some questions and you want to share your thoughts on it, same. So let's go. First of all, I went there as kind of like Hawkmoth inspired, as you can see, or at least I tried a little bit. I had a little Nuru plushie with me, and Amy went as Cat Noir. I love dressing up for events, or like not really dressing up, but kind of go as inspired like hints, like if people know, they know. I was also wearing all these rings because, you know, Hawkmoth has the Miraculous in his rings now, at least in the series, because this movie was basically how it all started. So the beginning, how Marinette got the Ladybug Miraculous, how Adrien got the Cat Noir Miraculous, and even how Gabriel got the Butterfly Miraculous. When we were in our love seats in the cinema, basically the people that were there were not a lot of people. I think like maybe 20 in total. Most of them were around our age, which was really fun. So this was also the original version, so not the Dutch version. It was the English version, which made it obviously more for adults. There were some hardcore fans in there just like us, and even the response to some funny parts were like everyone was thinking the same thing, and it was just so freaking funny. It was like a whole community sitting together and watching something that they're a fan of all together and laughing together and screaming together, because yes, there was some screaming and there was some disappointing screamings as well. Anyways, that was a little experience, a little side note. Let's talk about the movie because that is key. Again, spoiler alert. So if you don't want spoilers of this movie, just don't watch this video yet. It starts off with Marinette being extremely clumsy and kind of introverted even. Kind of really insecure. I think that's the right word. She was really insecure and wasn't feeling herself and couldn't really be herself and get to her full potential that she has because she's an amazing person. The moment she started singing, I was like, this is a musical? I did not know that. But yeah, I love musicals, so for me personally, I don't mind that, but I could understand that people would be like, The thing though about the musical parts, I loved Adrien's voice. I really loved Gabriel's voice as well. His villain song is really fun, but first of all, the voice actress for Marinette, the one that did the singing, absolutely stunning voice and really beautiful. Unfortunately, it is almost the exact opposite kind of voice that Marinette has. So there was kind of this confused moment in my brain, like, wait, this is a completely different voice, but it's the same character. So that kind of, I feel like they could have done that a little bit better, but that's just a personal taste thing. I still think the voice is beautiful and I have nothing to complain about that. It's just that it's not the same character. I think even kids would be like, why did her voice change that much? So yeah, that's just a little side note. Let's go back to the story. Then of course Adrien is still in his depressed era because, you know, of his mother and all that stuff, and his dad is kind of abandoning him, which, you know, we all know that happens in the series. We got to see the first moment where Adrien and Marinette got to meet, and it was the cutest moment in the library, and she was kind of like really clumsy, insecure, and then he kind of was there as an angel who saw her, who looked into her eyes and was like, I see you and I acknowledge you as a person and I see your existence. But after that he disappeared like really weirdly, which was kind of like, you just helped her stand up and then you just walk away and not care. I mean, Adrien is like a queen like that, but anyways, Alia and Marinette got to be friends, and that was a cute moment as well, where Alia actually got to use her skill to defend Marinette, or help Marinette in a way, because Chloe was bullying her, and Alia was recording everything, so Chloe was like, okay, I'm just gonna be nice to you in front of the camera, you know? So that's kind of how they became friends, which was super cute. And then they both got their Miraculous. Marinette got her Miraculous because she saved Master Fu from a car accident. That's how she got it, and he was like, she's the one, and Tiki kind of already chose her. She went in her backpack, so we got her whole reaction, right? We got everything from beginning to end, like She's confused, she's screaming, she's scared of the Kwame, she's like how everyone would react, I feel like. We got all that reaction, really cute, a little song moment, which was really good. I think that was one of my favorite songs, where Tiki was kind of trying to convince Marinette to be Ladybug and stuff. Really cute song. It was literally the theme song, but just different lyrics, and I don't know, it really stuck to me, and I was like, yes, this is so good. I can't wait for the soundtrack to come out because I want to listen to the songs more often. But then Adrien got his Miraculous, and it was literally just the cat who dropped the ring underneath his desk. That's all we got to see. We did not get to see the whole interaction with Plagg. It was just like, the first moment we saw Adrien and Plagg together, it was like they know each other for like at least 2 years. It was just kind of weird to me, like why didn't we get that reaction? Because we kind of already know Marinette's reaction and how she's gonna react. I want to see how Adrien reacts. Is he still gonna be like chill and cool, or is he gonna be like crazy? I don't know. We don't know. We still don't know. That's something I kind of missed, low-key. So then we saw the first akumatized person ever, and the whole situation and how that happened, and the first interaction of Cat Noir and Ladybug. So funny. Cat Noir, he was great. He was great. Always. He kept calling Ladybug Watermelon because he was like, what are you supposed to be, a watermelon? And he kept saying that Ladybug is his sidekick. And in the end of the movie, he said he was the sidekick. So he made that whole character development, which was really cute. They kind of were clumsy in the first akumatization moment, but all the other akumatized stuff went flawless. And even the first one, just the first few seconds were like clumsy, but after that they knew what they were doing or something. It's like they were born to do this, they were meant to be together, they were meant to do this together, and it was just really cute. And even Master Fu told them, you guys are stronger together, you have to work together. So then we kind of went into this time thing where we saw multiple akumatizations. I don't know how to use that word, man. We saw, you know, multiple villains and they got defeated all the time, so they kind of had this little montage moment, which was super cute. And you saw Cat Noir falling for Ladybug. And the cutest thing, when they met, Ladybug reached out her hand to help him and lift him up. I think that was still the first akumatization. Careless Whispers was playing and I freaking died. The whole audience was laughing so freaking hard because that song played, but it was so like accurate for Cat Noir or something. It matched his personality and his feelings towards Ladybug so well. That moment was really cute to me because it was very similar to the moment where Marinette and Adrien, where Adrien reached his hand and she kind of had that moment. So they both fell for each other in the same way, kind of. I thought that was really cute. And at one point they had this little duet together and Cat Noir was like, I'm being stupid right now, but we're gonna do this anyways. I love you! And they were like kind of dancing and swirling through the sky, and it was beautiful to see, and the song was amazing, and they almost kissed. Almost. But then Marinette, or Ladybug, was like, I kind of like somebody else and I can't do this. It's so frustrating. The whole Miraculous series is so freaking frustrating because you see two characters loving each other so much and they have so much potential to be an amazing couple, and then them not being together is like, it just kills your brain. The day after that, this was something that I was not expecting. Marinette made a move on Adrien. She literally asked him to go to the ball with her, which is something that we all know Marinette from the series hasn't been able to do, like, ever. She hasn't been able to ask him out or, like, talk to him even. So, whole different Marinette. I was like, yes, confidence, go for it. And he rejected because he likes Ladybug. So they both have the similar situation, even though they both like each other, obviously. Also, the villains, like the mime, first of all, the girl, she was hot. Like, I was like, wow, she's like hot. I love her. Also, Nino and Alia. Nino being so shy and loving Alia and trying to make his move, but actually Alia's the one making moves, but he's like, I'm the man, you know, but he's really shy when he sees her. It's super cute. At one point when they both confessed their love to each other but the wrong form, Adrien got really sad and was laying on his bed with his earplugs in, playing Careless Whisper really loudly and just being sad in his emo moment, you know. But meanwhile, Hawkmoth was destroying the whole freaking city because he was done with it. He akumatized himself. He destroyed everything basically, and Ladybug was just fighting there alone. Later Cat Noir came and he was like, oh, so you need me after all, haha. They were both still kind of heartbroken, right? And then Cat Noir was like, let me fix this. So he went up to the Eiffel Tower where Hawkmoth was with his freaking gorgeous wings, where he wanted to do it on his own, even though Ladybug yelled like, yo, we're stronger together, you can't do this alone, stop. And he went there anyways and cataclysmed the Eiffel Tower, or at least a part of it, and it broke down and then it fell. And then it was a whole mess. Ladybug tried to save Cat Noir and put it onto this piece of concrete, I don't know. And then the moment came where Hawkmoth literally had the Ladybug Miraculous. He literally had it. What? That never happened before. I was shook because I was like, what the F? This is not like, we're not used to this. Hawkmoth winning. She transformed into Marinette. No one cared about that. No one looked like, oh, who is she? No one cared about the identity of them. And that's something that I found interesting because in the series, it is so important to Hawkmoth to finding out who Cat Noir and Ladybug are. But in the movie, no one cared about that for some reason. It was literally like, oh, whatever. So she transformed into Marinette, and then Tiki tried to hype her up like, yo, you're still Ladybug, like, you gotta save Cat Noir. She tried to save Cat Noir, didn't really work, like, a little bit, but not really. Hawkmoth was hurting Cat Noir, and half of his mask scratched off, and that's when he saw that it was his son, Adrian, and then he stopped and everything went beautiful again. The whole rage, the whole storm, the whole lava, the fire, everything was gone because he saw that that was his son and he was destroying something he loves. Once he de-transformed himself into Gabriel again, Adrian saw that it was his dad, and Gabriel was crying, and I cried a little bit because it was an emotional part. He was really emotional about his wife, and of course we already knew that that was the whole reason why he even had that Miraculous. Adrian was like, just let it go, and then he literally let go and all the butterflies flew away. Like, Adrian, you know, fix those issues. I love that. Not Adrian being the freaking therapist of the whole series. Marinette was the only one who saw the identity, besides Gabriel, of course. He saw that as well. And then at the ball, Marinette was wearing this beautiful Ladybug-inspired dress. She even had wings. It was absolutely stunning. Chloe was kind of bullying her, and then she walked up to this little moment where Adrian was... It was a masked ball. He had a mask on. He was just standing there and kind of being sad or something. And she was like, Cat Noir. He just turned around, like, what? Because it was not Ladybug, it was Marinette. And they walked up to each other, and then she grabbed his mask and put it on, and she was like, yo, I'm Ladybug. And then he just had the realization moment, like, oh my god. And then they tried to kiss, and then I think they kissed, but we didn't get to see that because the screen turned black and it was the end. And everyone in the audience was like, no, what the hell? Everyone was pissed because, come on, give the fans what they want. Let's show that they kiss each other. But at least we have the thought, kind of, that they kissed each other. So cutesy together, they're probably gonna be a couple and all that stuff. I'm gonna talk about my thoughts a little bit later in this video because now I'm explaining the whole movie, of course, but it's necessary for you to understand my frustration, okay? It ends with Natalie walking up to Emily, who was like laying in this beautiful bed of flowers, wearing the Peacock Miraculous. And I don't remember exactly what Gabriel was saying in the background. I believe it was something like, now it's your turn or something. So there's obviously going to be a second movie. My biggest question though, where in the timeline are we? Because I haven't finished watching the latest season yet, but I do know that we obviously have more characters who have more Miraculouses. That's not the case in this movie, okay? Nino and Alia are barely dating. Chloe is still mean. Chloe is still walking Sabrina like a dog, literally. Luca was spotted in the movie, but he was not like friends with them. Same as Julika, same as Rose. I'm just really confused. Where are we? I have theories. Like, I think that option number one, and let me know your thoughts down below if you have seen the movie, because I'm really curious. I'm definitely gonna Google this later, like, please explain this movie to me because I'm confused. First of all, there's a possibility that this is another timeline, because we know that there is a multiverse in the Miraculous Ladybug universe, so it could be another timeline where it's just a completely different story with the same characters. That's a possibility, and That's definitely a good option. Second option is that there is gonna be a second movie, obviously, which I think is gonna happen, where it's just gonna be like everything's gonna be reversed or something. Because right now there's no more Hawkmoth. There's no villain except for Natalie, who has the Peacock Miraculous or something. What's she gonna do with that though? And where's like where's Lila? Where's Felix? None of those characters are like in the picture at all. And where this movie is taking place. Just like my head is so confused. Because I feel like this is definitely before the latest season. Obviously the beginning of the movie is like the beginning. We understand that. But they make a little jump in time when they have a little montage of them fighting Akumas and stuff. So we don't know exactly where we are. We're still in the spot where Alia and Nino aren't dating. Cleo denial. Chloe is still being mean. Luca and Julika and Rose are not even in the picture yet, and they don't even know about the Miraculous. Alia doesn't even know that Marinette is Ladybug, so we're in a really weird timeline, but they do know each other's identities. Hawkmoth is gone, so yeah. I just wanted to talk about all that. I'm very frustrated personally, but also like, the movie was very, very enjoyable. The music was fun, the characters were great, it was funny, it was everything we're kind of used to from Miraculous. The animation is, wow, it's so good. The lighting is really good. The eyes, like the glimmers, the shimmers, the shine, everything is really, really well made. So I'm just confused why they couldn't make the ending or the whole storyline make sense in the timeline. But maybe there's a good explanation for it, because I do like the mystery of like unplucking like what's going on, what's next, because even though this is a children's show or like a children movie, whatever you want to call it, it got me confused. So anyways, enough of my frustration. I really liked the movie and I could definitely recommend it to everyone. You probably have already seen the movie if you saw this video, but if you don't feel like watching it and you just wanted to hear what it's about and what the plot's about and everything, then hi! You're welcome for me spoiling literally everything. It's fun to not know everything or not understand everything, because I want to find out so badly now that I'm more invested in the movie and in the series than ever. Maybe that's what they're doing. Huh, smart marketing move. Thank you everyone for watching this really long video of me explaining a whole ass movie. Bye! Miraculous, simply the best.